waiting to be live. And we're on. Sweet. What's happening, Bullskis? We're going to talk markets, this time live, sometimes not. Right now, live. Let's get into it. Put a little bit of background music on, set the mood. What do we got? Old mate again with the man bun. Don't trust anyone with a man bun. Just fix everything up. Haven't been live in a minute, so we'll just get this. Get this shit working. And then we'll be on. What's happening today is we've got a couple of requests. A couple of things we're going to look at. We're on. Here we go. All right, let's go. We're going to look at all the markets, answer a couple of questions, get into it, look at a couple of altcoin charts, go through a couple of different things together because this is a certain type of the market, a certain type of the cycle. I best share this into the chat as well. Bear with me for a second. Nobody's probably in here, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. But if you're watching this again, just skip a couple of seconds just while I get this shit going, because YouTube doesn't really make it easy. YouTube does not make it easy to just get it going off the bat with the lives. I don't know how everyone else has got it going. Here we go. Share, copy link, Badoots. Bang. All right, sweet. So where are we at the market right now? There's a few things I want to talk about. We'll just get started. A lot on my mind, a lot on the notes, a lot to talk about. But just to get going, there's a couple of ways to make money in crypto, okay? I'll give you three right now. One, dollar cost average. Pick a couple of coins that you have the most conviction in, that you're most confident in, and that you think have probably the least, hopefully the least variables. So least things that can do wrong, and just start slowly averaging into them. Maybe once a week you buy $100 worth of this, $100 worth of that, or $20, whatever available capital that you got, and you just cruise through. Sometimes people only have lump amounts of money to buy at certain times. That's why we help in the members channel with not timing bottoms, but sort of picking good entries where people might not want to buy while it's up. It just depends on the person. So there's this where you can just sort of keep an eye on different sorts of news, what's going on a little bit. You only need to be sort of half with the foot in. You just dollar cost averaging, you're just buying, contributing weekly or monthly, and you're just looking out for any major events, like anything that's super serious, like huge news catalysts that you got to keep an eye out for. Say, for example, Ethereum gets a nuke, Vitalik dies, something like that, right? Just keep an eye out for the big things while you just slowly average in, because you know that eventually crypto is going up and to the right. That's number one. Number two, you can tirelessly, like us, learn a skill, which is trading, which is transferable across all markets. It's a life skill. It's something that you're just going to continuously get better the more you do, just like anything in this world. Just a little bit warm in here, if you don't mind. Like any other skill, you're just going to get better and better at as you do it more and more. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows, but you're just going to keep on keeping on, and you're just going to become a better trader. You're going to find out what sort of trading that you like, whether it's swing trading, day trading, whatever you like, small time frames, large time frames, breakout trading, whatever, volatility trading, anything that you like, and you're just going to get better at it, and you're going to soak up all the information. You're going to do our modules on the website. You're just going to get better at trading, and then slowly you could potentially get very good at trading. And then there's number three. Number three is what a lot of people do, a lot of casuals, a lot of retails, and this is where a lot of the stories come from. This number three is getting lucky in crypto. So to get lucky in crypto, there can be skill in this. There can be a way where you can present yourself an opportunity or opportunities to get lucky. For example, you know that meme coins pump every cycle. You can put a bit of capital in a couple of different meme coins, and that's it. And you aim to get lucky and pick the right one. For example, dog with hat. See, we heard about dog with hat. Well, I personally heard about dog with hat months ago. Did I buy any of it? No, because I also heard about cat with hat, cat on mat, Donald Trump, this, everything. All these hundreds of different meme coins come flying past our radar, and you need to go, you hear about these people that just get good timing. They go dog with hat, bang. That's the first one I've heard. Bang, all in on dog with hat, bang, moons. There's a lot of people that heard another one, Shiba, backflip, Kazuki, Manuki, and then they go all in on that and nothing's happened. They're the stories you don't hear about. They're the probably 95, 99%. So there's a lot, there's like 90 meme coins getting printed every single day. 90 new meme coins every single day. So these are the ones where it's just sort of like a meeting of good timing and luck a lot of the time, where it's like people hear about a coin at that right time where they were ready to risk it all on one single coin. Happens to be the right coin, bang, blessed. That happens, and that happens very often with a lot of shit coins. So there's three different ways, and there's, like I said before, there is strategies where you can present yourself with that. You can wait until you hear a shit coin or a meme coin a couple of times in a row, and you start seeing, or maybe you follow it on the chat, you compare it to the other ones, and then you just give that opportunity to be lucky. Or some other random shit coin, you throw some dice. I know Steezy's given us a couple of like $10 million market cap ones. Steezy's given me 2 10Xs on that News and Alpha channel that we got in the members section. So thank you for that, Steezy. But that's just lucky. Like, they're just lucky. Like, they've got nothing really going for them. They've just gone from $5 million market cap to $50 million market cap, and maybe they stop there. It's just luck. It's just spray and pray with most things. But that's me knowing that Steezy's plugged into the matrix. He's got a couple of good feeds, and I'll spray and pray. A couple of those ones that he gave us went to zero basically. So there are the 3 ways to get rich in crypto basically, or at least well off and do well. I'm obviously the second one, trading every day, getting better at it. Depends on what you're into. Have a think about it, because you might be like, fuck this. I've been burnt too many times trying to get good at leverage trading and shit. I just can't take it anymore. I can't handle the swings. I don't want to just buy it. I want to be active in the space. I want to try and get rich overnight. So then the third option is for you, just send it. Send it and try and work out how to send it. That's all you can do. Let's have a little look. There's been another thing that we talked about in the Telegram. Where is it? Over here? Steezy was talking about how there's been a flow from meme coins to AI. So you can see here, it's like Floki, Pepe, and then Dog with Hat. This is up on what's up on the last 7 days. Is rotating into AI coins. AI. I think. Got no idea what Ribbon Finance is, or Bitcoin Gold, bruh. And so let's start talking about where we're at in the market. So you've had me talking for the last, maybe year, and when did it bottom? One of my catchphrases has been, the market's not hot. This isn't hot. Wait till retail's in. Wait till it's get bubbly. Sometimes I say, I think it's starting to get a little bit bubbly at the bottom, but this right now is the hottest that the market's been. People are talking about crypto with their friends. People are talking about crypto in the lunchrooms now. Hey, did you hear? Crypto's back. So-and-so just made 10x off dog with hat. It's like, we've just taken a time machine. Now, the thing about this is, where are we in the cycle? So you may have realized that most of the people that you follow on YouTube or in Facebook groups and shit are mostly full of shit, unless they say that they don't know what's going to happen really, other than large goals like crypto is going to be around for a long time, Bitcoin will eventually hit 200k, things like that. Yeah, but if they know what's happening, most of it is completely random. Nobody really knows how far a trend can go, especially with highly speculative assets like shitcoins. when something is completely uptrending like this, let's just pick something like Shiba Inu. Okay, 3 months chart. So for the last, maybe even month. For the last month, many people, if I went and got a room full of 1,000 people, let's just run through a bit of market psychology first, and then we'll look at a couple of altcoins and a couple of requests. When something's trending like this, if I went and got a room full of 1,000 people and we did a survey and they all tried to pick when this thing was going to stop, I would almost be certain that all 1,000 of them are going to get it wrong, or basically wrong. If we chose here, if we chose there, if we chose there, if we asked opinions anywhere along the way, nobody knows when it's going to stop. Things can happen that just blow the best trader's mind. That's why you hear all the professionals on, if you listen to any books or audiobooks, podcasts, anything, they're just like happy with being right 51% of the time, and making the most of a trend when they're on it, riding it, being happy with what they get, making sure they're in profit, cutting losers short, stuff like that. Trends can just get blown out to blow everybody's mind, or they can fizzle out anything. If you listen to the best psychology book in the game, Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, you will completely understand everything that I'm saying. So the thing with people is they want certainties. People are driven and magnetized to certainties. They want me to come on here and say, yep, yo, check this out, this is going to pump 10x. How many times have you been let down by people on the internet saying that shit? Like every time, pretty much. We can speculate together, we can look for risk and reward, and that's all we can basically do. Sorry, but if you want hard truths, facts, and stuff like that, then you're in the right place. If you want to listen to somebody just give you clickbait, take a thumbnail with something special in their mouth, then you're in the wrong place. Go look for them. They'll tell you something's going to happen, and it won't. They'll tell you that some certain old coins are going to go to $100, and you'll be stuck in them while everything else around you is going psycho, and you're just like, what the hell? So let's get into it. I'll start by covering what Martin asked in the chat. So we shall read this together and go through the answers. I haven't pre-read this anyway at all, so this will be together. Okay. The way the market is at the moment, many coins are hitting higher prices and not much sign of pullbacks. I tend to enter my trades at supports or resistances. Is there another way to enter positions successfully while keeping stop losses tight in these bullish markets? I'm mainly referring to derivatives, as I spot buy and DCA often when there are price movements. So he wants good entries. By the sounds of that, he wants good entries on derivatives trades. So he wants good entries with leverage. That's that's the goal. Definitely on the right path there. So let's look at some coins just briefly off the bat and just go through. Go on. Let's clear this chart up a little bit. On the right here, I've got most. There's about 260 coins on ByBit, so I manually added most of these. So there's going to be new ones that aren't on there yet, but 260. I mean, if you can't make a couple of good trades off 260 options, then the options aren't your problem, bruh. So good entries. We're just randomly on VET, so VeChain, I believe. We'll just talk about what Marty's saying. So say, for example, you want to enter a trade on a support. See how I'm drawing these resistance and support lines. Basically a box. You can box this off just like this. Baduts. And what I'm looking for really is, and what you should look for too, is, I click this every single day, is the most pivot points. Okay, so the clusters. So these are head fakes, liquidity grabs. The most resting price action is basically where these lines are, okay? Don't draw support and resistance on wicks, because one, they're going to be different on every exchange, and two, they're not the true price, the deviations. This is somebody or some group, a single person pushing this price up to that area, or a group of bots or something. Like there's a brief moment where a collective is pushing this price to prices like away from the average, so away from the true price, just to purely liquidate people and fill short bags. Okay, so it's just like bang bang. This is the old Darth Maul to both sides, but these are deviations from the true price. Okay, so the true agreed on price is basically this, you know, it's like that. See how this is on a 4-hour chart? One candle equals 4 hours, so the price only was there for less than 8 hours, like less than one single working day, and then it's back up into this range. Now, as for good entries, what you're talking about, so good entries on derivatives trades, say for example we wanted a long, so goes back to the 15th of February, and right now it is the 9th, so nearly a month, about 3 weeks almost of price action within this range. So where do you want, once say we drew this, you know, you could draw this range basically here, say this hasn't happened yet, say time is right here. Oh, if I drew that too fast, sorry. Say price is like right there, and then you're like, oh yeah, well price is here, I think it's going to continue, blah blah. Where is a good time, place to enter? So there's a thing that goes on with your brain where once you've decided that you want to buy something or open a trade, then you gotta do it like ASAP. Everybody's like, you're just like, I'm buying VeChain, it's gonna get away from me, I'm gonna miss out. The way to do it is to set limit buy orders. You see this in the modules, on some of the ByBit modules, we talk about how to do this and stuff like that, and how to reduce trading fees. It's in that one, where you set buy orders here, boom, 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 under this range or at range lows, boom, 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 boom. You get filled, you get a good entry, and this is where this is where you got to have this is where you got to have the talk about the stop loss, okay? Because tight stop losses are playing with fire, but the best way to have a tight stop loss is to enter after this, okay? So the best entry is to set buy orders under range lows, get hit, and then have like a looser stop loss relative to like previous price actions. For example, you know, this sort of shit down here, like away from the range. Like for example, the range is 16%, then you'd want like a fucking same sort of stop loss, right? Or 16% sort of thing, like away from it. But if you want to play with fire and you want to do tight stop losses, then what you want to do is you want to enter after everyone else's stop losses gets hit. So I'm still looking at this price action here. So it's like this, you wait for this to happen. Okay, you set some like alerts for here, here, or here, or whatever. You set some alerts for under this range. Then you wait for the stop losses all to get hit, and then wait for the candle to close. So once this candle closes, you can see what happened. This happens probably at least 80% of the time. So the stops are hit, and it's time to move on. Why do the stops get hit? Because the market needs liquidity. Too many people are long here. Everyone buys resistance, the retail buy resistance. They also feel that same feeling of missing out. And they set their stop losses here. So when all these people's stop losses get hit, because people have to lose money in this market. People have to lose money. That's the thing. People have to lose money. So for people to lose money, stop losses need to get hit. So if you want a tight stop loss, You wait for the stop losses to get hit. You see where the price starts treading water, for example, here. And then you enter with a stop loss as tight as you want to dare to have it. So the answer, I think, to your question is the answer of the question of when can I enter a price on derivatives markets with leverage at a good time with a tight stop loss. It's basically like best case scenario would be after everyone's stop losses get hit. I think that's the answer. Second question, can you please remind me how you use the RSI tool and the BBWP tool? I know the RSI is a momentum indicator. I just can't remember the best way to use it. So here where the hell is my RSI gone? Right there. Let's get a different chart just for a bit of change. There's two momentum indicators that are most widely recognized. There's the stochastic momentum. I'll just move my head a little bit. Stochastic momentum, this one, and RSI. They're both momentum indicators, and they are both measuring like the volume, the distance between the candles, how tight the candles are, how hard it's making, how much harder it is for the price to make new lows or make new highs. For example, I'll show you it in action. Okay, here we go. We shall look at this in action. So this is an RSI divergence indicator. You can find this in indicators. It's free. These are my settings. I had to inputs. Change these a little bit just to get these, but you might be able to find some better ones. Okay, so this is, I don't use the RSI a hell of a lot. Just have a little flash, see where it's going. So this is the best way to use the RSI in my opinion. RSI is just like the starter pack for technical analysis, basically. RSI, stochastic, MACD. So you can see I don't have the MACD there. These, a lot of the time also, these work because everybody's looking at them and then trading them accordingly. If there's a market with like low liquidity, then it can be an easy way to smash retail traders if everybody thinks that there's divergence. So the best way to use RSIs is divergence. You can type in types of divergence in Google and it'll show you there's bullish, bearish, hidden bearish, and there's exaggerated divergence. We won't get into that one. We'll just look at the bullish and the bearish and the hidden bullish and the bearish. So what momentum is, right, is the distance and time between the clusters of the candles and the way they're forming. So let me just show you this on Uniswap. So as you can see, this is a very steep uptrend on a 4-hour chart. You've got a high, a low, very small low, high, a low, very small low, very bullish, high, low, and then kazoom, bang. So we pointed out 1, 2, obviously there's a couple of more little ones here and there, but I'm just showing the big ones just because there's lines drawn on the chart already for us, okay? So what's happening here is the momentum is resetting for hidden bullish divergence. So basically, the worst case scenarios are happening and the price is not going lower at all. It's making higher highs while the momentum indicator is making higher lows, while the momentum indicator is making lower lows. So this is hidden bullish divergence. This is a signal of trend continuation, and what it is basically the momentum getting reset. So the momentum's getting reset, the momentum's getting pushed down. This is the best they could do with lower and lower momentum. And so I probably could explain that better. Let's try normal regular bullish divergence. Normal bullish divergence, a case of it here. Bading, bazing. Another thing with momentum indicators is that they're messy, bro. This is people doing price action. People and price action, they're going to be messy. So what's happening here, is lower lows. It's a higher low there. But as the price is making lower lows, you can see one here. We've got one case of bullish divergence. Two cases of bullish divergence. Boop, boop, boop. That's called exaggerated bullish divergence because they're equal, exaggerating it. But as you can see, the momentum is trending up while the price is trending down. So this is a sign of reversal. This is the main way that RSI indicators are used, and equally opposed to the bearish divergence on here. Okay, so for example, with the bullish divergence, the trend's momentum is slowing. All right, the lows are getting tighter, the momentum shifting, and the candles moving upwards have more juice in them than the candles moving downwards. So this is how the bullish divergence on the RSI is picking that up. It's picking that up and it's saying, oh yep, momentum's changing. The highs are getting better. Then the highs are getting better. Like the highs of these candle clusters are getting stronger than the lows of these candle clusters. Momentum's changing. Bang, reversal. Now the opposite here for the bearish divergence. So price just made a higher high. And remember also with these indicators, the wicks don't matter. It's just candle closes. So these momentum indicators work on candle closes. So there's a very slightly higher high, but the thing says, yeah, this second high has way less momentum, and it's signaled a bearish divergence. This bearish divergence has then led to a price reversal in the opposite direction. So hopefully that helps with RSIs. We're just going to keep it moving a little bit. Let me just say, when it comes to like oversold and overbought in the RSI, be very careful with that, because things can stay overbought for fucking ages and oversold for fucking ages. They can stay oversold for longer than they can stay overbought too. Things can be down here for fucking ages and price can just keep going down and just completely ignore it, because at the end of the day, it's just people selling. Okay? And these indicators are doing the best to find patterns, recognize them, but at the end of the day, it's just people selling, and people can come out and do whatever the shit they want. Whatever the shit. So BBWP indicator. So the BBWP indicator is volatility. It's direction neutral. There is nothing to do with this that is telling you whether it's going to go up or down. What this is telling you is that moves are coming or moves are happening. What do I mean by that? So it's a volatility indicator. Volatility has two phases. It has contraction and expansion. So it's mathematically inevitable that after a contraction, there will be an expansion. So when price finds an equilibrium, there are two forces working at it. There can be different ways that this is happening. We won't go into it too much, but I'm just like, there are people just people selling into these buys that are just holding, holding, not moving. Price starts going sideways, and then you run out of sellers, and it's just buyers left. Bang, expands. So what this shows, these are settings too. Bang, bang, pause. So what this is a timing thing, okay? Because people sit in trades for a long time without anything happening. people don't know how far extended, how extreme the rally that they're in actually is. So these solve both issues. Let's just take a quick look at Bitcoin, for example. Okay. Do you see this right here? When was the last time that Bitcoin blue barred on the 4-hour chart? So one candle equals 4 hours. Blue bar means maximum contraction of the volatility, under 2%, according to my settings. So when maximum contraction happens, it's most likely going to lead to maximum expansion. It is inevitably going to lead to some expansion, but maximum contraction will most likely lead to maximum expansion. And what has happened is price has found that equilibrium that we're talking about down at 42k. See how this happens? Price fights, and then sellers are gone. Boom, boom. See here when it starts red barring. So this is when it's like 99 percentile, 100% volatility. You can see that on the Bollinger Bands, because this is what BBWP is. BBWP is Bollinger Band width percentile. So it's the Bollinger Bands and then the percentile of the width. Break it down for a second. So when this is when the Bollinger Bands, old as dirt, this indicator, John Bollinger likes Bitcoin too. When this, see how it's like tubing up, it's like a little pimple, and then it goes pop. See, and it's squeezed again here. There was a little bit of volatility, that's why I didn't blue bar. A little bit of here's and there's, bit of a fight, but then bang, still low volatility. You can see it starts channeling, and that's basically what this is indicating. So the volatility is basically a timer, because time is one of the most important things in your trades. Is sort of knowing, okay, see right here, we're like, okay, a big move's coming, and now let's work out which way it's going to be. So that's the use of the BBWP. It's very valuable. I personally think it's the best way to base a strategy, because you know something's coming. And we can blend this into the whole getting a good entry as well, Marty, where it's like, if there's low volatility, so it's basically going sideways, like talk about your tight stop losses. You know what I mean? Because once it pops, there can be head fakes. Boop, boop, goes down first. It actually most likely is going to be head fakes. So a head fake is a move in the opposite direction of the actual true expansion. So something like bang, then bang, like that, just to get liquidity, fill bags, hit stop losses, take money, so not everybody's right, and then move up. Oof, 33 minutes of flat bickies chatting. So BBWP helps with timing, not getting stuck in a trade that's just fucking doing fuck all, ranging. It's getting closer to an expansion, reaching its peak of contraction, and it helps with also knowing when you're going to get a chance to potentially put in a tighter stop loss, because you know where volatility is sitting at that time. All right, let's have a look at a couple of altcoins. I'll show you the strongest altcoin there is right now, in my opinion. And you can call me a maxi for this one. The zing, bruh. Look, this shit just goes fucking up, dude. It's like fucking nuts. This is nuts. Look at this. Just straight line. Straight lining. Ethereum is just straight lining. See, this is what we're talking about, like just hitting everybody's stop loss. Like at this point, there was just far too many people on one side of the boat. Just everybody's just going full long, 100x leverage, 50x leverage. So something like this needs to happen, where it comes down, goes down 15%, which is basically wiping everybody out that's like 6x leverage more or more, just wiping them all out, and then straight back on track. A healthy market has healthy liquidations like this. Now, catch your breath. We have a submission from Chris. Thank you, brother, giving me something to chat about. He has a couple of coins that we'll look at, starting with Alluvium. So again, and look at this. I have not looked at this chart, honestly, for months or touched this. If you went back in one of my other live streams, we would have drawn this together months ago. And it's just like, and then something on with that. So there's a few coins that you want me to look at. Cedarify, Alluvium, gaming coins. Sounds like Alex Becker coins potentially. WAGME, Shrapnel. WAGME. We're all gonna make it. WAGME. We'll pre-warn that the market is hot right now. And I will get to your coins. I just want to say, if we flick through coins like briefly, so this is a daily chart. If we're just flicking through coins, a lot of these look kind of the same. Seeing this shit? Some much stronger than others, like this, for example. If you're in a coin that isn't just like killing it, then it's shit. Okay, it's shit. Because this is the chance for a coin to be doing well, and if it's not doing well, like I'm sure we'll find one soon. Even that's a bit average. I like that gas. Like even that, like shit. If your coin's not like making like year highs right now, it's shit, bro. Like this GMT. If you're sitting in GMT, bro, don't. You're wasting your time. Okay, so your coin, this is a good way to work out whether or not you're in the good shit or not. If your coin's looking like this, making new highs, it's got a chance. If it looks like this, it's shit, bro. Just can it. Not financial advice, but can it. Because think of it like this. Why the fuck would it why would it start doing good now if it hasn't done good for, you know, months and months and months, 4 months, while everything else has been killing it? It's like that's opportunity cost. You're just wasting time. You're just wasting your time completely. Things need, it's buy high, sell high. Look at this, ready? Everybody thinks, okay, it's like this shit's like musical chairs. It's like, oh yeah, everyone was like calling for tops here. Everyone was calling for tops here. Everyone was calling for tops here. Everyone was calling for tops here. Everyone's calling for tops here. Like that's how an uptrend works. Is people just keep calling for tops because nobody knows when the music's gonna stop and these chairs get ripped out. So the less higher highs in a fresh trend, for example, fresh trend, downtrend, higher, lower high, lower low, lower low. Oh my god, market structure's changing. Higher high, higher low, higher high, or higher low, higher high, higher low. It's like, oh yeah, there's been like 4 higher highs, higher lows, and now there's been 8 higher highs and higher lows. It's like every new higher high and higher low, you get closer to the fucking music stopping. Maybe for a long time, maybe for a short time. It could be 3 months, then fucking boom, even higher. But I'm just telling you, the longer you go into a trend, the higher the chance is that it's gonna fucking stop. In crypto, we're not talking about successful businesses that gain momentum and do share buybacks and leverage the value of their stocks and this and that. So we're talking about shit coins with no intrinsic value that you just get in and then you get out because most of them are scams. All right, is what it is. So Alluvium. Now Alluvium is the daily chart. So one candle equals 1 day. We have drawn some previous etchings on this cave wall. As you can see, you would have like drawn a bit of a range. I'll move my head a little bit for you. You would have drawn a little bit of a range potentially. You would have been like, oh yeah, I've got conviction in this, I'll buy here. Most range breaks failed, went back into the range, failed, went back in the range, failed, back in the range, failed, went back into the range, failed, went back into the range, failed, went back in the range. These are all breakouts. You can see that most of them don't last very long, if not a day, except for this one here. Now, as for the price action, is it going to go up or down, bruh? The longer it stays above this, the better it's going to be. All altcoins at the moment are reliant on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down, they're all going to go down. If Bitcoin goes down 10%, altcoins are going to go down 20%. Things that have done this, the big liquidity sweep, hit all the stop losses, balance it out a bit, have more chance of continuing up. The fact that this is broken out and then holding above this range high is bullish. This is bullish. So it's above the range high. It's held, bullish. It's had more than a couple of days confirming that the breakout, bullish. It had the moment where it fucked everyone over, took their money, and now it's back up there, reclaimed the range, bullish. Moving averages above them all, bullish. Clear uptrend. Low, high, low, high, low, probably another high, bullish. So bullish, 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 bullish. Anything can happen. I know Alluvium's an old game. I've played Alluvium at the crypto convention on the Gold Coast 2 years ago. I actually liked it. I listened to the CEO talk. Didn't like it. He should shut up. But I enjoyed the game. I was actually having fun. Steezy was pulling me off it. He's like, let's go, bro. He's talking, and Steezy was talking to some lady who was working at the Alluvium console, like the counter, like the kiosk, the Alluvium kiosk. And she's like, oh, I sold everything. Oh, I'm all in on Alluvium. This is like bear market shit. She's like, I'm all in on Alluvium. I've like sold my house. And oh, she's like, oh, do you think it's going to go back up? I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, oh, I got kids and shit. Kid you not, asked Steezy. We're like, holy shit, this shit really does happen. But that looks bullish, bro. Looks bullish, bro. Reliant on the other market, the rest of the market, and an old coin is not going to have as much free momentum as new coins. Okay, new coins. Like I know that you said you're saying Seedify as well. Seedify. Look at that next. Seedify is also relatively old. Seedify. Again. Quite a similar chart, really, isn't it? Quite a similar chart, really. See how I'm drawing these ranges? Dun, 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 dun. See this knot? See how you got green candle, red candle, that's different. Green candle, green candle, green candle. What's different there is the red candle. If you zoomed in, it'd be like, let's do it. Just teaching you as much as I can if you're watching. Price action. So big, the most sideways shit going on right there. Okay. Zoomed in, sideways. As you can see, larger the chart, more important price action is. What I'm telling you right now is you have a trend which at the start or during a parabola, which is, you know, you've got a bit of a grind higher and then a bang, but during the bang, there was a knot. Okay, knot is woo, woo, like that. During the bang, there was a knot where the price went sideways for a second. The chances of the knot being attacked or retested for liquidity are very, very, very high. And that is exactly what happened here. So if you've got patience, you put buy orders in and around the knot and then you laugh. Now, this is, like I said, very similar chart to Alluvium. looks good. It's had the wick, it's had the people suffering. This is making me very bullish on crypto, altcoins still. Obviously things look best before they look the worst. So yeah, somebody that's been through many crashes, I'm just well aware that this is just gonna keep going and looking good until all of a sudden it looks shit, and then makes everybody wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh yeah, like it's going up, oh shit, it's going up, and then that was the top for the whole market, and like everyone's wrong there, but you gotta like accept that you're wrong and sell. Accept that you're wrong and sell when you're like, oh, all right, I'm happy with these gains, or all right, yep, crypto's just completely peaked. Do I think crypto's completely peaked right now? No, but like I said, I just really want everyone to know, like, a lot of the money in these coins has been made from all these people behind my head. It's fucking, like, this is up 600% from all these June to October. So it's like all these candles are people buying and selling, and a lot of people bought and a lot of people held, and this is all people selling it. You know what I mean? So like, you buying now, you're giving somebody a 600% gain, hoping that somebody's going to give you a 600% gain. You know what I mean? You're not buying the bottom, bro. Nobody's buying the bottom right now. Like, this is trend riding, hoping that there's a bit more steam in the trend. Obviously, when everybody thinks, see, it's another thing, I'm just punching as much wisdom in as I can during these question answers. I know it's rambling on, but like, it's been 45 minutes of me talking about stuff that I know, so I hope you're enjoying it. What I'm saying is, I completely forgot what I was saying, but nah, it's like, when it goes down in a bull market, these crashes are designed to scare the absolute fuck out of you and make you think it's done. And they end up being the best times to buy. So if you've got conviction that something's going to continue and that the bull market's still got months and months left in it, at least till the Ethereum ETF or something like that, then any crash is worth buying. So this is buying range highs, range high breaks. It's a breakout trade. I mean, it does fit those qualities that Illuvium fits, so it does look strong. But you know, I like buying like the candle after a higher low. I like buying range lows, shit like that, and it's sort of been more of a value buyer myself. But you can't argue that this doesn't have the qualities, like breakout confirmed by time, liquidity grab, and continuing an uptrend. So take that with ya. What else you got? Wag me. I know the saying, I don't know the coin. Is it game? Wag me game. Oh, it's a game. Gate.io, Uniswap. Alright. Oh. That's a pretty ugly chart. but again, as you can see, it loves to spend at least October, November, December, at least 2 months at a time going in one direction. You know, and so far, high, low, higher high, higher low. What's this going to be? Another higher high? Most likely. Most likely. I'd love, what's the market cap on this shit? Excuse me. Wag me games. 55 million, so pretty much a nano cap. High potential in either way. As you can see, these swings are massive, aren't they? Really? Like, what's this? Minus 65%. Hoofed. What was this? Plus 400%. Like, I can see why you're interested. What's it up now from this previous low? 150%. So just keep that shit in mind, man. It's like, if you're not buying lows, you know, where price starts going sideways. See, that's just like straight down, and then all of a sudden it goes sideways. It's like distribution, accumulation, distribution up here. So it's like, well, mark down, accumulation, mark up, distribution, mark down, accumulation, mark up, distribution. That's the technical names for it. Looks good, bro. Looks like it just goes up like, look, if you bought here, right, and by right I mean in profit. Right. Like, are you gonna buy it on the day that you're wrong and it starts going like that? It's got to be pretty unlucky, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be pretty unlucky. That's gonna be pretty fucking unlucky if out of 30 something days you buy it exactly on the time where it turns around. So that's my opinion on that. But yeah, good. I mean, they're all bullish looking coins that you're showing me, but again, most things look bullish except for the shit that you need to get rid of. Shrapnel, the last one that you sent me. And again, I appreciate, if you are watching this, Chris, I really appreciate that you've given me something to talk about. So thank you for that. This one is newer. November. Was this games as well? Did I say shrapnel games? Oh no, just shrapnel. All right. KuCoin, shitcoin, uptrend. Not a whole lot of price data, but if the tokenomics are right, see this here, this price, like, it just starts, it's just going up, and then there's a bit of weird shit going on to the side right here. This weird shit's a knot, and as you can see, knots get attacked. They try and untie them. By untie them, I mean attempt to untie them. If they untied the knot would be gone and the price would go down. There'd be no knot, but the knot gets attempted at untying, doesn't, and then goes up back into the range. So the knot held. That's strong. Market structure change, higher highs, higher lows. It's looking for a high. I would wait until it makes another low if I was to buy this, because that's not that good. it's just overextended and took a lot of liquidity from the top. It's heavily getting sold. It got heavily sold up here on this rally. I would say it didn't if like the candle closed up here, you know what I mean? Like, it's a daily candle. Like, if it was just a strong full-bodied candle, but it's not. It's got the wick. So wicks are, you know what I mean? Wicks are like most of the time reversals or grabs of liquidity, right? So this is like, I wouldn't buy it right here. Could it continue up? Of course, anything can happen. But, you know, like, the trends changed. So daily trends. So this is all the way back in December. So it's like, hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. I swear this has just turned itself down. There we go. Better, maybe. So this is downtrending. And yo, this is what's going on. Oh, cheers, Marty. This is the first time checking this page, so I don't know. ETH on that ETF Giga TWAP Vive. Amen, Steez, man. Live Antor, you got anything for me? I'm about to wrap it up. So yeah, you just want to, like, you know, buy lows, bro. Buy lows if you're buying. So where would a low be? I would be happy for an entry somewhere under that. I mean, or you can even be wild with it and do a bit of a diagonal, you know what I mean? So under this, it's sort of entries back into this range, because if you zoomed in, we're on the daily chart right now, one candle equals 1 day. So if you zoomed in, you would see that this is like a big range. We'd be able to draw, like, there's ranges and ranges and ranges and ranges. It's like one of those Russian dolls. This is a range now. We're on a 4-hour chart, one candle equals 4 hours. You can see? And bang. This looks reversely as fuck. So you might get something where, you know, breakout, retest, and a couple of wicks below. That'd probably be the good entries there. You know, not trying to buy any like crazy looking reversal things. You got to be play a bit of defense here too. You know what I mean? And just look for some good entries, ride some trends. There it is. That's pretty much enough for me. I've talked for 55 minutes. Let's have a quick look at BTC, and then we'll bail. Oh, yes. The range high, you know what, these ranges are drawn on previous price action, and as we've made a new all-time high in Bitcoin, what happens from now if price continues higher is called price discovery, bruh. All historical technical analysis can get thrown out the window, and it just goes to pure apeness. We go jungle. We basically go jungle mode. It's just like anything goes now, like it's price discovery. So discovery. We're in the jungle and we're discovering price. You can't reference it off anything. This will be in a place where it's never been before. The market is trying to work out how much is Bitcoin actually worth. You know what I mean? It's like, how much is Bitcoin actually worth? Like, once this goes into price discovery, it means nobody knows how much Bitcoin is worth. Let that sink in. It can go anywhere now. Once it goes up there, it's like anywhere. Because think about it like this also. Pension funds can hold Bitcoin now. That's worth a lot more than any shitcoin has going for it. Most of these shitcoins aren't in price discovery yet. What shitcoins are what old shitcoins are making all-time highs? There'd be there's like two probably, Tron and something else. Tron and OKX, exchange coin, OKB. Like what other altcoins are making all-time highs? Bitcoin, Ethereum's not. Bitcoin's making all-time highs because the market is trying to work out what is this shit worth when a crypto can be in a pension fund. Pension funds manage trillions and hundreds of trillions of dollars. 401ks, all that shit. Oh, Marty, I've been here for an hour, brother. Oh, I'd love to answer another question for you, but I'm just going to read it. Could you take me through your steps on each time frame when looking at trade? I start high and make my way to the lower time frames, confirming trends on the higher and then entry points on the lower. Well, that's it. You said it. No, I apologize, man. My throat's starting to hurt. It's been 58 minutes of talking. You've basically got it though. You know, higher time frames mean more. They have more value, and if you're trying to nail an entry, depending on how much leverage you're using, obviously how tight you want the stop loss to be, you're zooming in more and more and more, and then obviously the time's going to change. So like, if there's more you zoomed in, probably the more that you should take profit. Because sorry about the coughing, it's just a lot of talking. The more volatile the asset, the more likely a tight stop loss is going to get stopped out. I'm done. Thanks for listening. I hope that I've shared some knowledge with you, some truth, and not just, you know, we're all going to make it. Not the coin, just like we're all going to make it shit, because we're not. If you remember other cycles, most people lose most money. So sometimes it's going to be valuable for you, depending on your tax circumstances, to just sell shit that you're happy with and then reassess. Because when you've got positions open, your mind is in a different place to when you just have a clear set let's just say, for example, say I'm up 100 grand in, and I've got, say I bought Shiba Inu for 20 grand worth of Shiba Inu, and now it's at 100 grand. My mindset of holding that Shiba Inu is like, I'm riding this thing to the fucking death, bruh. Shiba Inu to the moon. It's gonna make me $1 million. I'm holding this thing till $1 million. I guarantee you, once you sell that 100 grand of Shiba Inu, you ain't buying that shit back. Well, you might fucking FOMO back in when Shiba Inu starts going up again. But your mind will be different. You'll be like, holy shit, I've got 100 grand. Should I diversify? You know what I mean? So just like take profits and then realize that you've got money that you could use elsewhere, and you've actually got money. You don't just have this paper coin that numbers on the screen. Just saying this sort of shit because so many people, including myself, I've done it. Been around doing in crypto for 7 years. I've fucking done every single mistake that you could imagine. That's probably why I've got so much to talk about, because I've learned from it. But most people are going to lose money in this market, and that's because they don't take any profit. Thank you. Talk soon. See you in the chat. Blockchainbulls.io is the website. Go on there, or in the link in the bio. Join the free chat channel. Have a chat. Talk to us. Lodge some altcoin requests or anything, and we'll hit them next video. Take it easy. Have a great Saturday and Sunday. And I hope Sean O'Malley gets knocked out. Peace and love. Take it easy. Later.